As always, the 0509 S197 Mustang. Today we're going to do the inner tie rod. You know how to jack your car up, obviously. And then secure it with jack stands. And then when you take the tire off, shove the damn tire under it. And this is what we want to change. This is the outer tie rod, and this is the inner tie rod. And the reason is when I have the wheel on and I wiggle the wheel back and forth, I can hear this rattling. Plus I can hear it rattling when I'm driving. And as you know, the suspension on these S197s is a bitch. I mean, control arms, sway bar bushings, your springs and shocks with strut tower, whatever the hell they call that. Their rear control arms, upper rear control arm, which is one of the hardest to change. But this is not too bad, but you are going to have a few special tools, preferably an 18 millimeter. That's going to be for that. Then you need to pop that clip off. Then you have to cut the strap off there. Then you're going to need probably a big pipe wrench like that, or some sort of huge adjustable wrench, or the special tool they make to get these off. I'm tired of buying special tools. So let's get started. Obviously, you get that bolt off first. Then you can take this bolt, put it all the way up to the top. You can hit this with a sledgehammer or this. Boom. There you go. Look at that. Pretty fancy. Take this clip off. You can get those fancy clip removers, because I hate these damn things. Oh, see, I already did mine. I already cut that off, and then you pull it off. And that is your... Hear that? Love that when you're driving. Okay, now we're under. You're going to want to take some, what I call these vice grips. You're going to want to clamp it somewhere along here, get it up against this. The reason being is you don't want to put too much strain on your rack and pinion here. Then you're going to take this big bad boy and you're going to put it right on there. Okay, there we go. Pop that off. And then this sucker will come right off. Like that. I'm not going to bore you with this. But obviously, before I twist this all the way off, let me throw this back in. I forgot one small step. Put that bolt back on. And you're going to pop this. There we go. And so, because I replaced this outer tie rod recently, so I want to reuse this. If you don't want to reuse it, then you don't have to bother with this, because when you get a whole new setup, it comes with a new bolt. And yeah, they always tell you, count the turns, count the turns. Okay, all right. There we go. Okay, now I can sit here and count the turns that I take this off. And I'll mark it on here with a white marker. And when I get the new one, compare the sides. But I mean, you can hear this. Terrible, very loose. Usually they come with oil that grease that you have to pack in here. And they should come with a new cover. If not, I've got a new one on the shelf over there somewhere. Anyway, we'll show you the install in a second. All right, and here is the new one. So if you look at this, and then that one won't even move. All right, let's install this. 22 turns. We have a new bolt, and we're going to need a boot. Okay, there's the new boot. And let's get it set up. All right, first you want to get some grease in here, and then in the back, and then on this and on this. Okay, then put your boot on, and then put a little thread lock right here. Then install your locking nut for your outer control arm, outer tie rod, excuse me. And I marked this one when I took it off, so I'm going to get it to about the same spot. All right, then I'm going to put this on and turn it 22 times. Okay, it's ready to install on the car. All right, and you see I didn't put a clamp here because I'm actually going to use a wire tie because I hate those weird clamps. All right, then you got to tighten this up. Okay, it's on there. Install this. Close the ring. I'll do that in a minute. Make sure this is over top of this little lip. All right, I changed to a zip tie because that stupid wire thing didn't work right. All right, now you're going to want to reinstall this. Okay, get your bolt back on, or your nut. Okay, and then torque that down to torque specs. And go ahead and tighten this sucker up. Oh yeah, I need a wrench for that. All right, and then put your wheel back on. Try to get it check it and make sure it's as close as you can get it before you go get your alignment. That's it. That's how you do the inner tie rod on your 05 to 09. If you hear that.